So we have these three levels of do we get it? Do we see what's really in front of our eyes? Are our eyes really open? Can we flip our understanding so we can see it differently? And then the final level, and this is where Jesus knows if the disciples are really getting it. And it's real simple. It's verse 48. You are witnesses of these things. A witness doesn't just mean that you see this. We think in legal terms now. It skews our meaning of the word. But the sense of the Greek word witness is you didn't just see it, you transmitted it. You're not just seeing it. Other people are seeing it in you. How does Jesus know that they are getting it? They are getting it when they become the message for others. That's how we really know we've got it. There's a story told about a revolucionario in Nicaragua named Tomas Borge. Borge was with the group trying to take over the government of Nicaragua for a more just and a more democratic rule. And it was going poorly and it was going bloodily. And Borge was captured as a revolucionario, and he was tortured by his government. And it was the most hellish and awful. And I seriously thought how much to edit this part. I think I'll just give it to you very straight. His wife was dragged in front of him and raped by all of the guards in his presence. And as soon as they had finished that, they castrated him right there and right then to further add insult. This was how brutally the leaders of that revolution were suppressed. But then, for Borge, came the miracle. The revolution succeeded. The government was out. He was taken from a hellish torture cell and elevated to be one of the leaders of the country overnight. And as soon as they patched him up, he was put on a truck, and they had parades through all the cities, and, the people came out and cheered the leaders of La Revolucion. And he was in Managua, in this truck, in this parade, and looking at all these people in the crowds, when he saw one of the guards, one of the men who had done this most hellish thing to him. And he jumped down off the truck, shouting, "Hey you, hey you!" Of course, the guy is mortified. He's trying to run. And Borges grabbed that man. And the crowd grabs him and hauls him right out in front. And the man is trembling because he knows, you know, how these things go. You know how life works. And he knew how unhuman he had been to the man who now totally held his fate in his hands. And Borges says to him, "Do you understand what the revolution is about? Do you? Do you understand what the revolution is about?" And the man's like, yes, spare my life, please. Borges says, "You don't understand the revolution. I forgive you. I forgive you after everything you did to me and my family. I forgive you. That's what this revolution is about." Do we get what the Jesus revolution is about? If we get it, it'll show in our lives. We will be witnesses.